But the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of the immortality for to come, wherein corruption is past, intemperance is at an end, infidelity is cut off, righteousness is grown, and truth is sprung up. 2nd Ezra chapter 7, verse 43 and 44. Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Kodash. Double honors to our venerable apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and blessings to Lord's elect, the house of David. All right, so Brother Aharon coming back at you with another lesson, Lord willing to be edifying and uplifting unto the elect. And I have an article here I want to go into real quick. All right, today is March the 29th, all right, 2024, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. All right, and of course, we're fast approaching the so-called Great American Eclipse. All right, and we've seen that a lot of things are being brought out, leading up to this so-called Great American Eclipse. All right, which is basically signaling the end of America. All right, as you know it, at least. Okay, and as is coined beautifully, the year of Jacob's trouble, we can see all the signs that's leading to it. Okay, when you have governments in various states telling people to get ready, all right, it's something you might want to take seriously. Okay, and it's nothing new because the prophets have been warning people for decades. All right, for decades about this very time that we're about to enter into. Okay, now I want to focus on the main prophecy that's pretty much left before the destruction of America, Babylon the Great. I actually saw the Apostle Tahar did a video, I believe it was a short that he did, I want to say about a month ago, maybe less than that. Okay, on his Tahar Bun Lawyer page. Okay, so go subscribe to that. All right, and he had gone to a Whole Foods. Okay, he saw the new technology. All right, the palm, the pay with your palm technology. Okay, up in the Whole Foods store. Right, my Eve went there, I believe yesterday or 2 days ago. She was saying the same thing. That she went in there. She was like, "Yo, they got the same technology up in here. You had to pay with your palm." Okay, and I believe one of the brothers, the elder from our camp, right, the elder Zaquan, Tazawam, he also said that he went to a Whole Foods. All right, and they had that same technology in there as well. So, just to show you that we're fast approaching that prophecy of the MOTB. Okay, now this is not, it's not like it's not there. It's always been there. All right, they've had the technology going 30 plus years now. All right, but now it's time for them to officially unveil it to the public. All right, as is written, that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark. Okay, so we're entering into that time where it's pretty much going to be forced upon the people, all right, by way of a systematic change. And anyone who's not a part of that system, all right, you're pretty much going to be literally X'd out. Okay, so we're seeing like we always say, we have the MOTB technology, MOTB mentality, and MOTB reality. All right, so now we're seeing the MOTB technology meshed with the MOTB system. Okay, everywhere you go, you're starting to see this drastic change to everything being biometrics. All right, and it's always being pushed as a means of security, right? Anyway, I have this article here I want to go into real quick. All right, Lord willing to be edifying unto the elect. All right, it says retail biometrics rollouts expand to Bodegas and Enrollment app. Okay, so bodegas are also going to be a part of this. All right, so there'll be no alternative except this one form of payment. All right, and I believe it was a couple of days ago. Stay in the Spirit 144. There's a Kwan Itazwam also did a video. All right, going into I believe it was Australia and I believe Canada as well. The two countries that I've always mentioned that, we always got to watch out for because they're going to bring out this B system, or at least the MOTB. They might push it out with them first. Okay, on a draconian scale. Unlike Sweden, that is more of a people just, it's kind of like a lifestyle over there. All right. But these other countries more in the West and so on and so forth, due to the time constraints, all right, we're going to see it more of a draconian way. It's not going to be on a, oh, you could just come in and do as you want. No. It's going to be forced. All right. But basically, they're pushing the CBDC within the next 12 to 24 months. Okay. So, I mean, it could be earlier than that. Who knows? But they're letting you know that the digital monetary system is pretty much on its way here. And very soon people are going to be required, all right, by law, okay, to take that implantable, what, okay. Oh, another point, yesterday, or was it yesterday? Yeah, it was. Pastor Hart did a video on New York. All right, they're rolling out this digital scanners out in these subway systems. All right, so what they have at the airports, you have Clearview, okay, the biometrics system, all right, is being rolled out into your local subway stations now. Soon it's going to be on the buses, all right, and pretty much any form of transportation is going to be required to have your biometrics so you can be identified. Okay, remember, everything on this earth, they want to have control over. All right, they want to be able to identify every single thing. So gone are the days where you buy 7 packs of or 6 pack of water, or 12 pack of water, and you just scan the back of the whole pack and you're good to go. No, now every single bottle within that pack will have its own unique ID. All right, and this afternoon, I was just kind of like meditating, and it hit me that, hey, it's going to be very easy for them to implement this this forceful implementation or implantation of this MOTB, all right, through the medical field. Okay, it's very easy for you to one day be told that your insurance is requiring you to show them your new ID number, so they could update your information. I'm saying? You might lose insurance if you're not, on the system, and so on and so forth, man. All right. So let's read. It says, retail biometrics are growing rapidly, but stakeholder consultation, testing, and policy development must be prioritized to guard against the technology's potential risks. These were key insights shared during the latest episode of the Biometrics Institute's On the Pulse conversation video series, which features a discussion on considerations for using biometrics in retail. Okay. And it's funny because I remember back in 2017, I want to say, I used to work down in the city, and the store that I used to work at, they started pushing this idea of RFID tagging the clothing, and they brought up geofencing and so on and so forth. And at that point we already knew about what the RFID chip is. So for them to start saying that they're going to put it into clothing, it was kind of interesting to me. Shortly after that, the store shut down, but it goes to show you that they've had this this plan for a very, very long time. All right, you go back into 2004, 2005, maybe a little bit after that, you had this company called Verichip. Okay, Verichip was on the up and up, trying to push for this agenda, but it wasn't time yet. So they went down and under. But now you have other companies that are taking off where Verichip ended off at. Like Neuralink and what's the other one? There's another one, IDEMIA, and all these different companies. They're all kind of merging in to bring this prophecy into fruition. Okay. So it says Institute CEO Isabel Moeller, an advisory council member and digital identity group head Brett Feldon, discussed possible hurdles related to misidentification and handling sensitive data, and the benefits of biometrics that they say can make dealing with those hurdles well worthwhile. Feldon emphasizes that, quote, meaningful stakeholder consultation right at the start is essential. what is reasonably expected in one nation or even in one community may not be in another. So it is absolutely not a one size fits all. Interesting. So that they have to create um, um, a problem that's going to bring that one size fits all. Okay. Remember, he causeth all. That's what the prophecy states. Okay. It says the breadth of different retailers turning to biometrics, whether to prevent theft or facilitate payments, underlines Felden's point. There you go. Okay, so you're starting to see why a lot of these inner cities are having these crimes at an all-time high. Okay, it's not happening by accident. If they wanted to stop it, it would have been stopped. Okay, but they want to create this what did they call it back in 2020? They said reimagined. That's the word. Okay, they want to reimagine New York and these different major cities. Okay, but in order for them to reimagine these cities, they have to have a reason to reimagine them, right? For example, the bridge collapse in Baltimore. All right, they're going to reimagine that resolution. Okay, no more will you have bridges and stuff like that because they want to cut off travel anyway. You know, you're going to be stuck in your damn 15-minute cities. Why the hell do you need to be traveling over bridges? You know, that's going to be for only private use, you know, but ultimately it's all going into what? The supply chain. Okay. And they're going to use the supply chain as another avenue to bring about this MOTB. Okay. It says retail giants, right? This is all the retail giants are all going to be affected by the supply chain, right? So the new reimagined supply chain is all going to be digital. Okay. It says Amazon has launched mobile app for its biometric retail service. The Amazon One app is now available for Apple and Android devices. You see, so now you have your carries, your devices that you carry on you, which has led to your devices that you wear, and now it's going to be leading to devices that you implant, right? So your carry-ons leading to your wearables, and then now implantables. Okay, it's all called accelerated gradualism. All right, mission creep. Okay, what's that? The boiling frog method. Right, there's always a step-by-step plan that they always have. Okay, it says the Amazon One app is now available for Apple and Android devices. You notice it's called the One app. Right? Everything. One. Unum. Okay, in the Latin. It says it allows users to register their palm biometrics with a photo. Palm images are encrypted and sent to Amazon One's AWS cloud, and the app includes spoof detection. Amazon One's retail biometrics have reached more than 500 Whole Foods Market locations, several Amazon stores, and more than 150 locations operated by third parties, according to a company announcement. So they're moving very, very fast with this thing. I remember when they ushered in this Amazon One thing last year. All right. And now they're pretty much traversing the whole entire damn country. Okay. So it's going to be a mainstay very soon because a lot of countries are starting to take on the model, all right, the business model of Amazon. All right, compare that to about 10, 15 years ago when they started pushing their business model. A lot of people thought that they were crazy. You know, at least Jeff Bezos was crazy. But now, look what's going on. Everything is going digital. You know, you have FedEx, you have UPS, you have all these different delivery companies, you know, that are doing the same thing that Amazon is doing. All right. They instead of you having a post office or a mailbox, right? They just have your address and then they deliver it to you, right? In the name of convenience. Okay. So it says the biometric service has now been used more than 8 million times. Wow. With over 80% of users opting to use it repeatedly. See? Because it's something that's looked at as fancy, it's cool, right? Just like the military lady, all right, I believe the Elder Manaz Zagba did a video on that. Right, a military lady, going into a Whole Foods with her simpy husband, and she was saying that hey, the military had her sign off some papers and they got microchipped. Okay, which is something that I was actually looking into, and it goes all the way back to 2012 that they've been trying to do that. All right, in the name of, making sure that they're checking on the health of their military personnel. All right, so they'll use the same model over here, and they're pushing this idea of where, people are starting to push this. They're pushing this mentality of, I did it, so if you didn't do it, then there's something wrong with you. If I'm gonna go to hell, then you also coming with me. That type of shit. So that's what they're doing with a lot of these military and police personnel and stuff like that. They're bought out and paid for, so they don't really care. Life is hard as it is. So look, if they're gonna be paid for to abuse you people who are disrespectful anyway, right? They don't care. It's gonna be an easy takeover, man. Very easy takeover. All right, and that's why the food shortages are coming soon. Okay, the food shortages are coming soon. All right. So it says the company claims its biometric technology is 99.9999%, which is 6 nines. Let's bring that back. 99.9999% accurate, which is 6 nines. All right. Very interesting, right? The 9 flipped over the 6. Get it? Small businesses. It says hundreds of cameras equipped with facial recognition software are being deployed to New York City bodegas in the Bronx and Upper Manhattan, Pix 11 reports. And guess who lives in these places for the most part? Jake. Okay? The Bronx is filled with a lot of you northern tribes and a lot of you southern tribes too. Okay? It says the program is being run by the Bodega and Small Business Association. So guess what? It's a program that's being rolled out. A lot of these bodegas, guess what? They're going to have to get on board or they're going to be X'd out. These new regulations that the feds are bringing out. Okay, the federal government requires this and they do this. They make a lot of people jump through too many hurdles. They might as well just comply and just get it over with. Okay? A lot of farmers are giving up their farmland because they have to battle in court with the FDA and, all these different, regulations and regulators that they have to go through just to have, animals on their goddamn farm, man. Telling them that, oh, you're not using, safe methods with the animals, so we're gonna shut you down. You're not compliant. Your animals are not microchipped. We got to shut you down because we don't know who's who, what's what, right? You're not going through the protocols, so we got to shut you down. Okay, so that's what's gonna happen. A lot of these bodegas are gonna either close down because they're gonna stand on what they believe in, or they're gonna have to bend the knee so they can get a little bit of benefits and be able to be open, right? And to transition into this new world of digital buying and selling. All right. So it says the program is being run by the Bodega and Small Business Association, which plans to deploy 300 cameras. The cameras record people entering the store and allows store owners to flag customers who commit shoplifting or other crimes in store. Originally, the group planned to share a database among stores. So that's a problem reaction solution example right there. Right, they want to eventually bring cameras everywhere, right? Create this panopticon where they can see everything, they watch everything. Everything is picked up by AI cameras and so on and so forth. Okay, everything goes through some form of identification or verification of ID, right? So in order for them to get to that point, they allow crime rates to go skyrocketing, which then when they bring the solution of now we're going to install cameras, like that's going to stop something. Right. Most people in the times that we're in now, people are so desperate. They put their mask on, they go in there and they do their thing and they leave. So that's just another step. Right. So the cameras are not going to work. It's not a solution that's supposed to be for a permanent, basis. Right. It's just a step closer to the MOTB. Right. Kind of like how the subway systems, they had the National Guard pull up over there. right? But it doesn't stop the crime. People are saying it's like, yo, the crimes are not happening on the damn checkpoints that you randomly put in soldiers over there. It's happening on the trains. So now they're like, well, we gotta bring some new technology. Well, we can't put the troops everywhere. It's all done by design. So now we gotta supplement with these AI robots and robot dogs that's gonna help and assist our law enforcement. It's you can see this shit from a mile away. Okay, so that's what they're doing. It's all, again, like I said, mission creep. So cameras are not gonna work. So now it's going to be, before you enter into the store, they're gonna scan your face to make sure that, hey, you're valid. In case something happens, we know who did it, and so on and so forth. Okay. So the whole system is being, advanced digitally. And then once it's all said and done, collapse it, and then bring it out and say, hey, in order for you to partake in this new digital economy, you ought to be a part of the economy. Okay. It says, originally the group planned to share a database among stores, but now each store populates its own database. That's right. Okay. Everything is individualized. Okay. Every single thing will be individualized. All right. Everything will have its own barcode, its own identification. You know what I'm saying? It says the association is seeking funding from $1 million state pilot program. There you go. Okay. It says police are also responding more quickly to emergency calls at NYC Bodegas due to another pilot of panic buttons. All right. Financial service providers. JP Morgan may succeed with its planned 2025 retail biometrics rollout. But the bank's former VP and real-time payments product manager Alex Rivas Gale warns that other financial services providers following in its footsteps may not have adequate security in place to do so safely. That's the word again, safely. It says she was speaking during the recent 11FS FinTech Insider After Dark event in London. Her comments reported by eFinancial Careers. Okay, eFinancial goes into electric financial careers. Everything is digital. Okay, like e-safety, internet safety is all digital. Laws that they're going to be creating. The new laws of the land. All right, but on a digital platform. All right, and it always starts with war on so-called terror. In this case, it's going to be war on truth. Right. It says students and visitors to the cafeteria or cafes at Kyung-hee University in South Korea can now pay with face biometrics through the face sign system from Naver Financial. Korea Jungang Daily reports. Users can register for the service and enroll their face biometrics through the Naver Pay app. There you go. Okay. This is beautiful, man. Just seeing it come full circle like this. We don't got much time here. All right. We don't got much time here, man. Everything is happening quickly. Of course, you have all your distractions on the left, on the right. Oh, there's this happening and that happening. They got distractions for every tier of every mind, But that's why, ultimately, only the elect are going to make it through. Okay? Because we have the eye salve. We have the eyes to see. We know exactly where they're going. We know exactly where we're going. So no matter what step they take, we know exactly where it's leading to. Some people don't see it like that. All right. Those who are not of the elect, they don't see it like that. They just think it's random events happening. No, we see it as, oh, this is leading to this. This is tied into this. This is the reason why this is happening. And it's making these people nervous. These narrative controlling pushers known as the mainstream media is making them nervous. Okay. CNN came out talking about the bridge collapse. They were like, it's been a lot of misinformation and conspiracy theories, and as soon as the thing happened, it's so bad that even before we come out and give the facts, you have these conspiracy theorists who are jumping online and they're convincing millions of people that what they're seeing is not really what they're seeing. That, oh, this comes from a movie, from a movie called Leave the World Behind, and they're tying it in and saying that a lot of things that happen in the movie is happening in real life. All these kids, like we saying, shut up, bring the facts, and the people will listen. All right, stop trying to deviate all this divergent tactics bullshit. People are sick of it. Okay, that's why CNN's people don't watch that shit no more. All right, 10 million people, they're worried about that. That's a lot of people who are not listening to CNN. Kind of like what Al Gore said, I think it was last year. He was saying that, oh, democracy is taking a hit because, it's not like it used to be where, you say something and the people buy it hook, line, and sinker. Now people are going to alternative, media and shit like that. So we need to find a way to, cut off, misinformation. That's what they call it. You don't see us saying, oh, we need to stop the media from saying what they say. We don't care what they say. We just bring out the facts. See, that's what the truth does. That's what like the Supreme Court said it. I forget what year it was. They said the American people deserve to know the truth. That's bullshit. We say the American people or the whole world deserves to know the whole truth. How about that? Because guess what? Half-truths are worse than lies. They're way more dangerous than lies. And that's what these devils like to do. They tell half-truths, if that. Okay? So it says the system was previously trailed at the Financial Service Provider's Office in Seongnam. Naver plans to use feedback from the deployment as it rolls the biometric technology out to other universities, workplaces, and amusement parks. There you go. Okay? So it's all happening. There's some headlines here we can catch real quick. It says Brits support police use of biometrics technology, but only if it's regulated. Right? We know that's not going to happen. Okay? And do you know how discriminatory this type of shit is going to be? Do you know how much power so-called police are going to have with biometrics? Because the system is there. It's going to go from scanning your face to scanning your hand or your forehead. Your right hand or your forehead. And people say, oh, not that many people gonna have it in their foreheads. Well, what about people who might be, lame? They might not have hands. They're not gonna put it in their toe. That's kind of inconvenient to be, in a wheelchair and then you got to lift up your leg and try to scan your toe and shit. So that forehead is perfect. You in a wheelchair already. Might as well just bend your head and then scan that shit and let's move on. It says Major League Baseball's biometric ticketing collects 6,000 opening day hits. So it's all, and this is all March 29th today. All right. It's all happening. IDEMIA Secure Transactions works with Qualcomm for offline CBDC payments. There you go. All right. So the transaction part of the technology is being brought in slowly, but very quickly. Okay. It's happening very, very quickly. All right. So they're going to box the world in. All right. It's just a matter of time, because at this point, you can't go anywhere without any type of ID. Everywhere you go into any government buildings or anything you do, you have to have, normally they say 2 forms of ID. Even to get a job, they ask for identification, and with this whole migrant situation coming in, it's so convenient that they're coming in on boatloads with no form of identification. That opens up the door for a lot of crime to go unaccounted for, which opens up the door for them to say, well, there's a new technology to stop the crime. We can identify everyone, okay, to make sure that you're not the one who's causing the problems and to keep you safe, So, yeah, everything is leading to the prophecy that, we've been talking about, which is the prophecy written in the book of Revelation. All right, but let's get one precept real quick, and then we're going to go over to that and we're going to close it out. All right. This is a book of Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 3. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. So we are at the end. Okay. One of the signs of the end is what's about to happen. All right. On April 8th. Okay. You have the solar eclipse. Okay. Which is definitely Definitely an omen, okay, of what's to come, especially the pattern that it makes upon America, Babylon the Great. Okay, so it says, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. All right. And we're in those days, man. Everything is speeding up. All right. And these devils know that they don't have much time left. So you best believe that whatever steps they're going to be taking, all right, in the next couple of days, couple of weeks, couple of months is going to be, very, very much affecting the people, as is written, perplexity and distress upon nations. Okay. All in totality of what? Of trouble. All right. Trouble that's yet to hit this place like never before. All right. Trouble to hit this place like never before, man. All right. And it's all going to pave the way for this prophecy here. All right. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 12 and verse 12. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Okay. A short time to do what? To fulfill this prophecy here. In the book of Revelation, chapter 13 and verse 16, it says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And as we inch closer and closer to this prophecy being fulfilled, you're starting to see that the Lord is narrowing everything down. All the other options that these other false prophets said it could be, right? Oh, it's sin, or sleeping with white women, or it's sin in all its various ways and all this BS. Guess what? You're starting to see that, man, this thing is it's turning to this RFID thing that these men, starting from our elders and apostles of Great Millstone on down, been saying. You see? And we hold fast to that prophecy. We're not going to let go, because that's the last determinate prophecy of who's the elect and who's not. That hour of temptation. Okay? If you're of the elect, the Lord is going to hold you through. You're going to endure to the end. And he's going to come in and he's going to deliver us. But if you're not of the elect, well, get ready. It says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. All right. So every time you see that number 666, that's a sign and indication of who's behind the agenda that's being pushed. All right, because that is their number, that is their calling, that's what they represent. All right, so in everything they do, they will make sure that it's subliminally put in there for you to know that yes, this is to show you that they're part of this. Okay, the high psi stigma. Okay, their World Economic Forum, right? Their logo, they got that symbol in there, the 3 zeros, the 3 O's. In World Economic Forum, it has the 6s in there. Okay, a lot of their imagery, their signs, their symbols, it all has some form of subliminal 666 in there. Okay, so we got to just pay attention to it. All right, it is their number. All right, and the Lord designed it that way that they can't put any other number out there but that number 666. A lot of things are going to line up and lead to that. Just like they come in eclipse, you got 6 years, 6 months, 6 weeks, 6 days, or something like that. All right, so that's another number right there. That's the number of this man. Okay, his number is 666. All right. So anyway, I'm gonna leave it off there. Lord willing, you are edified and informed. In closing, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakha Kodash, the water Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And until next time, Shalom.